In a tranquil forest where the golden sun spilled light through thick green canopies, there lived a turtle named Tamir. He was not the fastest, nor the strongest, nor the loudest. In fact, Tamir rarely spoke unless needed. He moved slowly, always with measured steps, and never rushed even when storms threatened or predators lurked in the shadows. The other animals often overlooked Tamir. The monkeys laughed at his slow movements, the deer found him dull, and the birds, who fluttered quickly from branch to branch, found him far too quiet. "Speed is strength," they would chirp. "Loudness is courage," they believed. But Tamir never let their words trouble him. He listened, observed, and continued his life in stillness. One summer, a strange thing began to happen. The forest streams started to dry. Trees shed their leaves even before autumn. The fruits rotted faster than they ripened. Panic spread among the animals. They blamed each other, held loud meetings, and ran in circles without action. Some animals fled. Others fought over food and water. But Tamir stayed calm. He watched the sky, studied the soil, sniffed the winds. He remembered stories his grandmother had told him about such times, when balance was lost, and the earth called for rest. He began to dig, not with speed, but with purpose. Inch by inch, he carved a shallow trench leading from the mountain spring, which was still flowing, though hidden deep in the forest. Many animals mocked him again. "What good is one turtle's ditch?" a fox barked. "You'll grow old before you reach anywhere," scoffed a squirrel. But Tamir said nothing. Each day, he worked as the sun rose and rested as the moon climbed. His actions were quiet, but they carried the strength of wisdom. One night, a fire broke out at the edge of the forest. Dry leaves crackled like bones. Flames devoured everything in their path. The fast animals ran. The loud ones screamed. But confusion only led them in circles. Tamir, hearing the panic, calmly guided a group of frightened animals down his small trench path, which was now damp and cool. The water he had redirected had quietly nourished the soil there, and the plants had grown thick and green, resisting the fire's hunger. By morning, the trench Tamir had built became not just a passage of water, but a path of survival. His calmness had created safety. His stillness had created strength. And his quiet had carried more meaning than all the noise in the forest. When the fire passed and rain finally came, the animals gathered humbled. They looked at Tamir not with laughter, but with respect. "What made you act when we shouted and feared?" asked a young deer. Tamir looked at the clouds and replied, "Storms test not who is loudest, but who remains steady. Calmness is not weakness. It is clarity. It is power that doesn't shout, but shapes the world." From that day, the forest changed. Animals began to listen more, rush less, and respect silence. And though Tamir still moved slowly, he walked with the quiet strength that only the calm truly know. Let's learn some words from this story. Tranquil, meaning calm and peaceful. Example: the lake looked tranquil under the moonlight. The lake looked calm and peaceful under the moonlight. Canopy, meaning the upper layer of leaves and branches in a forest. Example: sunlight barely touched the ground through the thick canopy. Sunlight barely touched the ground through the thick layer of leaves and branches. Lurked, meaning hid and waited quietly. Example: danger lurked behind the bushes. Danger hid and waited quietly behind the bushes. Trivial, meaning unimportant. Example: they ignored the turtle, thinking he was dealing with something trivial. They ignored the turtle, thinking he was dealing with something unimportant. Barked, meaning spoke harshly or rudely. Example: that's useless. The fox barked. That's useless. The fox spoke harshly. Scoffed, meaning spoke with doubt or disbelief. Example: the squirrel scoffed at Tamir's slow digging. The squirrel spoke with doubt about Tamir's slow digging. Devoured, meaning ate up or destroyed completely. Example: flames devoured the dry leaves. Flames destroyed completely the dry leaves. Fluttered, meaning moved quickly and lightly through the air. Example: the birds fluttered from branch to branch. The birds moved quickly and lightly through the air from branch to branch. Sniffed, meaning smelled something by taking short breaths through the nose. Example: he sniffed the wind to sense a change. He smelled the wind using short breaths through the nose to sense a change. Resisting, meaning not giving in or not being destroyed. Example: the green plants were resisting the fire. The green plants were not giving in to the fire.